Welcome to Cars Retro Reviews. This time around I thought I'd do something a little bit different. I've actually written a song about the game that I'm reviewing that's coming up. So this is it. It goes a bit like this. It fucking sucks! I'm getting too old for this shit. I couldn't get a handle on the fucking controls. Now, I've made complaints in the past about bad games with bad controls, but this doesn't even fucking compare. It's the analog stick of the Dreamcast controller that gives me the shits. I thought it was either the controller was faulty, or maybe I pressed a button when I plugged the controller in, or maybe it was just me being retarded. Now, without drowning you in detail, it was none of those things. The controls were sensitive, so I checked the settings, which I adjusted, and yes, it was a little bit better, but ultimately it made me rage so fucking hard. If it looks like I'm walking around drunk, it's because of the fucking controls! The game is generic as fuck with no multiplayer option at all. In fact, very few options. Nor any sign of Kiss. Yeah, look, I know it's based on a Kiss comic book, but even the comic has very little to do with Kiss. So, what does this game bring to the table? Nothing. Did you know that Kiss ended up in an ad?
Can I help you find something?
Hello, do you need any help?
Do you guys work here?
Oh, we just started today.
Try that.
Come on. Watch this. This is how it's done.
Have you ever thought about trying this application? This. Have you ever thought about that? What about this? Yes!
Oh, yeah. Beautiful. Really good. Oh. That's really good. You know what's even better? This! That's really good. By the way, did you know that some of our stores are actually open all night and party every day? I wanna rock and roll all night and party every day. I wanna rock and roll all night.
Ugh, that was fucking uncomfortable. Did you know that Gene Simmons, bass guitarist in Sex Machine, was a Year 6 school teacher before he joined bands? Or that it takes the band 45 minutes to put on their makeup? Or that Gene's tongue is over 7 inches long? Gee, that's almost half the size of my penis. And how Paul Stanley collapsed on stage from exhaustion? Or that the Kiss logo was banned in Germany because the SS looked Nazi-esque? In the early years, Kiss was well known for stacking lots of speaker cabinets at their show, creating a wall of sound to blast their audience away. But here's the kicker, a lot of those cabinets were empty. Kiss were actually thundering through shows with only a handful of speakers. The photo shoot for Kiss's first album almost ended in disaster. The photographer knew that the band wore face paint, but misunderstood that they were serious about their look. He brought balloons, straw hats, and rubber red noses to the shoot. In 1979, Kiss and their management company purchased over 190 acres in Cincinnati for an amusement park, which, of course, was never built. But the game is even less than that. It's not just missing fun, it's also missing the AI in your enemies. They just come and swarm you, and eventually you learn to get better at this. If you notice in this review, I'm only showing you the first level. That's because after spending 20 minutes on what to do, I put down the controllers for a bit before I threw it at my fucking screen. Then I came back and I finished the first 2 levels. There was not enough fun, and I've already played games for hours to realise how I felt about the game that didn't change with more time played. This is not always going to be the case, but I watched other levels on YouTube. Now all I'm felt with is regret that I paid too much for this game. I thought by moving closer to the here and now with technology, the games would get better, but it's all a lie. I guess every console, no matter how old or how new, can have plenty of duds. Especially a successful console that software developers can shit out a couple of dud titles and make them blend in with the rest of the games market. I would imagine this would go from bad to average and boring if they'd fixed up the controllers on PC. But seriously, I can't imagine that wouldn't be too hard. Would I recommend this game? Only if you're a collector and you must own every DC game. Otherwise, it's a bag of dicks. I have a Facebook fan page, which is kind of a big deal. I also have a Twitter account, and also click on the TV if you want to see last week's review.